Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. This is Spiguyver Backpacking. I'm Spiguyver, and today I wanted to come out here and have a little bit of a Spiguyver chat with you guys. Talk about a few things, go through some upcoming stuff, and at the very end of this, I want to do the giveaway. So today is January 5th, which is the day that I said I would be giving away the big 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So the kit that had all that stuff in there, the hatchling, the hammock, a bunch of other stuff in there. Today is the day someone's gonna get that. So I've got about 649 entries is actually what I have for that. So at the end of this, stick around, we're gonna be pulling the name of the winner. But before we get there, a lot of stuff I wanted to talk with you guys about, so let's go. Like I said, today is January 5th, so we're just past the first of the year, so we're in 2019, and a lot of people make New Year's resolutions for the beginning of the year, things to better themselves, things to improve throughout the year, and a lot of times people just don't stick with them. I don't tend to make resolutions. I'll set goals. I'll set goals at work, I'll set goals in personal life, and then you have to make them realistic. You have to make them time-based. Otherwise, they're just dreams, they're just hopes, and there's no clear path to get there. So what I've done is I wanted to do something involving hiking, backpacking for the people of this channel. So for everybody that watches this, what I wanted to do, and I have done, is I've put together a Google spreadsheet. So it's out there on Google Docs. Down in the description below will be a link to it, where you guys can go in, enter your name in, set in a goal for amount of miles you want to get in the year, and then track it monthly. So right now I've got about 6-7 people that have logged in, and we've all started putting our miles in, and they can be anything. I don't have any rules for what can count and what can't count. This is all on you. This is to help motivate each other. As you see other people putting in miles, you know, it kind of becomes a game where you want to put in miles as well. And so it's just something to help motivate all of us and keep us all going and working towards the goals that we set for ourselves. Another thing I wanted to talk about is I've got stickers and shirts like this one I'm wearing right now that are available. You guys can purchase. For the stickers, because of the cost of them, they're actually really nice stickers from Sticker Mule. But because of those stickers, I wanted to have those available to everybody. I've got plenty of them right now. If you want to send a self-addressed stamped envelope and $1, I'll send you a sticker. If you want multiple stickers, they're $1 a piece. That's just to recoup so that I can order more as we go along. And then the shirts are on Teespring. There'll be a link for those down below. For the address for the self-addressed stamped envelope, go to the About tab, and in there is the address. So just recently I did a tent trip, and I took a little bit of heat from some of you guys on doing a tent trip when really I'm known primarily as a hammock guy. But I don't want to cage myself into one thing and not be able to go places that I really want to go. And so I had to have a tent, and I have to be able to do those things. I've got another trip coming up that will probably have to be in a tent. And there's some other areas that I really want to go that you just can't hang a hammock. There's no trees, or it's against regulations, and so you have to do something else if you want to get out and do anything of any length, any distance. Now the one thing I will say is going back to sleeping on the ground was a challenge for me. I'm extremely comfortable in my hammock, and so I need something. When we did the Smokies trip a few years ago, it was the four of us. It was Beekeeper, Sherpa Man, and Sir Pax-a-Lot. We had to stay in the shelters because we were doing the AT through the Smokies, and so I got a 4-inch Big Agnes pad, and I loved it. I loved the cushiness of it. I was able to deflate it a little bit so that I sunk into it and get nice and comfortable. But I didn't have one that had any insulation in it, so I bought a climate insulated one. Took it out on that last trip, and it just didn't really work for me. It had an R value of 4.4, and I could feel the cool coming through it. It got down to about 28 degrees at night, so it wasn't super cold, but it also wasn't warm. But I could feel the cool coming through it. It wasn't quite thick enough. It was either 2 or 2.5 inches. I don't recall at this point. But because I lay on my side, I flip-flop a lot during the night. My hip was hitting the ground. And so I've gone ahead and I've ordered a new sleeping pad. I sold the Climate, and I've sold some other gear. And so I bought an Xped down mat Winter UL LW. So it's long and wide. So it's a little over 25 inches wide. I don't remember the length, but it's the longer one, like 72 or 77 inches, something along those lines. But it's got an R value of like 7.9, so it's good down to like negative 25 degrees. I'll probably never take it there, but I should be good wherever I go with that one. And it is 3.5 inches thick, so nice and cushy, what I'm looking for. So once I get that, we'll be doing another tent trip. Yes, I know, another tent trip. But I'll get that tried out and let you guys know what I think of it. Got the stove series going on, and that's been a lot of fun. I like playing with stoves, and I've gotten a lot of requests, a lot of people asking if I could test this stove or that stove, or change it up and do these pots. You know, I did some caldera cone stuff, and I've had a lot of people ask for different caldera cones. What would it do with this pot? What would it do with this thing? Guys, I'd love to do all of it, but it costs a lot of money to buy all these pieces of gear. I mean, some of these caldera cone systems that people are recommending or mentioning are upwards of $100 a piece, and I just don't have the disposable income to keep buying all this gear. Now I do. I buy new stuff. I bought a bunch of new stoves. I got a bunch of stoves actually for Christmas. You know, I did a couple of Secret Santa things, and one of the things people knew about me was that I was into alcohol stoves, and so I got an additional 4 stoves. I had another guy from down in the Texas hangars. He's also got a YouTube channel that I'll link down below, but he sent me some coffee and a homemade fancy feast so that I could have that to do the comparisons on. The aim for me right now is to do one of the stove videos each week, get those out for you guys, and just kind of keep that series going. I've got a lot of stoves. I posted up a picture on Facebook the other day of about 25 stoves. So far I think we've gone through 4 or 5, maybe 5 or 6 that I've got posted up on the leaderboard. But we've got a lot more to go through, so this is going to keep continuing over time, and as new ones come out I may experiment with those. If you guys have something that you think I should be looking at, don't hesitate to let me know. Like I said, I can't buy them all, but I will definitely look what's out there. So, upcoming trips. Rainman and I have an upcoming trip scheduled for later this month where we will be going out to the Washita Trail. It starts in Oklahoma, goes into Arkansas. It's about 225 miles in that neighborhood. We're doing the first about 60 miles. We're going to kind of play it by ear, see where we get, but about 60 miles is what we're thinking right now over the course of 4 days. Should be a really good time, and that one will be purely a hammock trip for those of you that are concerned with whether I'm doing hammocks or tents. That one will be all hammocks, and that's one that I don't think I'm taking any serious gear to test. It's going to be mostly just me doing my thing on that one. Alright, so another thing, I've done a lot of food reviews, and yes, I tend to gravitate towards a couple of different brands right now. So Packet Gourmet and OutdoorPantry.com tend to be the two that I've been leaning towards, and the reason is pretty simple. The food I've gotten from them has been really good. I enjoy it. I like it. I've had a lot of people asking, well, why aren't you trying other brands? You know, this brand out here is really good. This brand out here is really good. And I've gone onto their sites and I've put stuff into my shopping cart, but what ends up killing me every time is I don't know whether or not I'm gonna like it. The food is not cheap, and then shipping has gotten ridiculous. It's gotten crazy where, you know, for 2 or 3 meals we're talking $15 to ship it, and so what looks like a great deal, looks like you're getting, you know, a fair amount of food, all of a sudden the price goes way up. So you've got to make a pretty large order for the shipping to be reasonable, and you know, for food I'm not sure I'm gonna like, even though it comes with high recommendations from other people, it makes it tough. So occasionally I will probably try some new ones, but I've got to stick to the tried and true and the ones that I really like while I'm out there. You know, I enjoy food, I enjoy cooking, I enjoy eating while out on the trail, and so I want to do that with food that I know I'm gonna like. I don't want to be out on a trail, have to carry either a backup or just eat something because that's all I've got. Alright guys, well, let's come to the time in this video where we are going to draw the winner of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So let me get everything set up and I'll come back and we'll do this. Alright, so the time has come to draw the winner of this giveaway. So I've got my laptop here. On the laptop I've got my spreadsheet. On my phone right here I have random.org pulled up. I've got in 1 through 649. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but right there I've got 1 through 649 put in. I've got 649 entries here, so I'm going to hit generate right now. And you guys can see what came up. Hopefully you can see that anyway. That is number 302. So I'm going to scroll through here. 302 is David Thomas. So David Thomas, you are the winner of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Go ahead and shoot me a message. Do a comment on here, whatever you need to do. Actually, scratch that. Send me an email. David Thomas, send me an email to the email address in the original video and we'll get this thing out to you. Congratulations, David Thomas. You are the winner. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for helping 2018 be an awesome year, helping me reach that goal of 5,000 subscribers, and the channel just continues to grow. I'm going to continue to put out the content you guys want to see. I need comments down below on what you guys want to see for 2019. Let me know what you're looking for. Help me make this channel what you want it to be. Help me make it better. You guys are a part of this community. Thank you so much. I will see you down the trail.